Welcome back to Earl's Animated Worlds, where today we have Galaxyverse Transformers 1. This is from a company called Blockees. It's recent that I've heard of them. I only heard of them in the past couple of months. They've been around for a while, though, I think. So apparently it's like little model kits, and this one is obviously Transformers, called Galaxyverse for this series. I think there are other series. The only ones that I've actually looked up are Galaxyverse. We got Optimus on. Well, that's Orion Pax because this is from the Transformers 1 movie. We got D16. We've got I think that's supposed to be a schematic layout or just some really cool art. And we have all the characters in the set here on the back. Loving the holofoil here on the packaging itself. Really nicely done. And back to the front. All right, so I'm going to get this open. I'm going to show you what's inside the box. Then I'm going to put it together, and then I'm going to review that. All right, see you in a minute. So in this, you're going to get, this one has 2 bags in it. I'm guessing they all have 2 bags, and you get a schematic, diagram, blueprint, whatever you want to call it, instructions. Usually I see better instructions than this on model kits. This one's just a fold-up one, so, you know, it is what it is. Let's take and open this up, and hopefully little pieces don't come spilling out. Dear God, little pieces are going to come spilling out of this. Well, oh, do not go. Do not go off the edge. Okay. I know I'm going to look it back later and possibly see something fell off the edge. So this is obviously Orion Pax. We got some stuff on a, I can't remember what these things are called. And we got the stand for them. All right, I'm going to put them together, see how he looks. Back in a minute. All right, and we are back with our Transformer. So this is Death Tracker. He is one of the, well, he's part of the villains, and I don't think he becomes a Decepticon until later. I really don't really remember much of the movie on how that went. Anyway, so like I said, this is Death Tracker. So there's a grade here, not a grade here, but a, I think it's a pull number. So we've got Death Tracker is 1 of 9. So out of every 9, you're going to pull a Death Tracker, but a lot of these have them, except for Orion Pax here and Optimus Prime, which is the special, secret figure there. All right, let's take a look at him. First of all, his height, he's about the height of the box. He's the height of the box there. Because those wings in the back there, those are not shoulder pads like I originally thought. Those are wings. He's just a little taller than the box. So, yeah. So they're about the height of the box. All right, let's talk about this color. So, not a bad color to the plastic. The only problem I have is there's not a lot of color on this one. The plate down here has a lot of color. Underneath this armor plate, there actually is some more design and color. That is not, for some reason, part of this. It's more of like kind of a skeleton. If you ever played with Metabots, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what a Metabot is, go look it up. We got some, I think, red on the shoulder pads here. Not that one, but yes, these wings do move, by the way. You can move them. Yep, the shoulder pad there has red on it. I actually don't even know if I have these on the right side, to be honest. They did not specify. Our character here comes with a gun. It is your basic Cybertronian weapon. Take that off of him. So, first of all, posability-wise, these wings can go back. Put them in front. Go back here because arm movement, up, down, all around. If you have a child you're going to give this to play with, Just remember the joints here for bending are very tight, so I really wouldn't recommend giving this to a little child. This will break very easily, so you have that. Same joints and the elbows are in the legs. There is some pivot here on the ankles. The head is very tight on there and doesn't have much movement. Can't really go up and down that well or side to side. They can stand without the stand. But with the stand, how high can we get this? I know I hit the camera. But with the stand, you know, I hit the camera again. Sorry about that, everybody. Posability, well, seems that no matter which way you pose them, with the stand here, you can have them displayed in any way, which having a bunch of these guys around, or at least a few of them, would not be a bad thing. My overall thoughts on the construction of this thing, on putting it together, if you are, you know, getting into model kit building yourself, or if you're trying to get somebody else into model kit building, this is a really great starter. And at $5 a piece, you know, you can't really beat that. Come on. There we go. So like I said, at $5 a piece, you cannot beat that. Let's put his gun back in his hand here. So both hands here are the clenched fists. Trying to move this, sometimes that will happen. Like I said, if you're giving it to a small child to play with, just remind them to be extremely delicate. This is like kind of a very thin plastic. I'm not going to say it's a cheap plastic because it does not feel cheap at all. Okay, so we are ending this review with Jazz Hands because he comes with an extra pair of hands, and they are Jazz Hands. Yay! I'm guessing they all come with an extra pair of hands. If I had to give it a solid number, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. This thing is a wonderful starter. I'll tell you right now, when taking it out of the bag, make sure you have a bowl or something to put it in. These pieces are small and can be lost very easily. So yeah, biggest recommendation. But it's a great starter model kit if you just want a bunch of robots lying around. So yes, I will be getting more of them. You know, like, subscribe, hit those notifications, share the video. Anything helps the channel, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.